I think first things first, I just love this team. Guys like Chris Jones over here pointing at me from across the room. I love that guy. I'm proud of the way we finished this, even though, it ended the way it did. Guys still showed up, gave it their all, and that's all you can ask for, man. And I got so much love for this team, this organization, and the people here. So I'll spend some time with them, go through exit meetings tomorrow, and get close to the family and figure things out.
I know that Andy told you last year he wanted you to take some time away from the season before you came to a decision. Do you feel like you'll probably do that again, where you want to get away from the emotions of this particular season before you come to a final decision on next year?
I mean, who knows? Who knows? Either it hits me quick or I got to take some time. I think last year was a little bit easier. I think I knew right away I wanted to kind of give this one a shot. So I don't know. We'll see.
You said you were going to come back and be a better player. Do you feel like you achieved that part of what you tried to do this season?
Yeah. Obviously, we didn't do as well as a team, but I felt like I came into the season prepared and ready to rock and roll with the right intentions, and the ball just didn't go our way in a lot of those close games, unfortunately. And I think if I do choose to come back, that's something I really got to focus on, and making sure that I'm available and that I'm ready for those moments.
You mentioned guys staying in it. Why was it important for you, Chris, a bunch of these guys that carry this team still kind of down the stretch?
Just everything that everybody gives, the effort that everybody gives, not just the players, but the team, the coaches, the people that you don't see a lot of in the front office. Everybody's working their ass off to make this the best organization out there. And the integrity of showing up and being prepared for them and giving it your all for them, knowing that they're in the background doing everything they can to make this thing great. I think that's a big piece of it.
Travis, you said you wanted to play till the wheels fall off. I guess how do the wheels feel right now at the end of the season?
They're feeling pretty good, but obviously, wish we could have ended this thing.
I know you're not a big numbers guy. Your team got 13,000 yards, and you moved up past T.O. on the receptions list. What does that mean to you?
My guy T.O., I got so much respect for him, and that's really, when you start getting old enough to accumulate all these records and all these, or break all these records, or be a part of, the greatness that are guys like T.O. It's just you just appreciate even more what they gave to this game, because you kind of feel what it takes to achieve all that. So shout out to T.O. for paving the way for a guy like me.
Travis, if you do decide to come back the next season, how much of the contract really matters to you? Are you willing to take maybe less?
I think that's all down the road. I think I still got to make that decision first to even feel, what kind of importance that means to me.
Days, weeks looks like as you make a decision on next year?
I think first things first, I just love this team. Guys like Chris Jones over here pointing at me from across the room. I love that guy. I'm proud of the way we finished this, even though, it ended the way it did. Guys still showed up, gave it their all, and that's all you can ask for, man. And I got so much love for this team, this organization, and the people here. So I'll spend some time with them, go through exit meetings tomorrow, and get close to the family and figure things out.
I know that Andy told you last year he wanted you to take some time away from the season before you came to a decision. Do you feel like you'll probably do that again, where you want to get away from the emotions of this particular season before you come to a final decision on next year?
I mean, who knows? Either it hits me quick or I got to take some time. I think last year was a little bit easier. I think I knew right away I wanted to kind of give this one a shot. So I don't know. We'll see.
You said you were going to come back and be a better player. Do you feel like you achieved that part of what you tried to do this season?
Yeah. Obviously, we didn't do as well as a team, but I felt like I came into the season prepared and ready to rock and roll with the right intentions, and the ball just didn't go our way in a lot of those close games, unfortunately. And I think if I do choose to come back, that's something I really got to focus on, and making sure that I'm available and that I'm ready for those moments.
You mentioned guys staying in it. Why was it important for you, Chris, a bunch of these guys that carry this team still kind of down the stretch?
Just everything that everybody gives, the effort that everybody gives, not just the players, but the team, the coaches, the people that you don't see a lot of in the front office. Everybody's working their ass off to make this the best organization out there. And the integrity of showing up and being prepared for them and giving it your all for them, knowing that they're in the background doing everything they can to make this thing great. I think that's a big piece of it.
Chris, what's going to sit with you most about this season overall?
Just areas of improvement. It's a tough year for us as a team, and so many areas we can improve on individually and as a group. So looking for ways that I can improve from this year.
Chris, if in fact this is the last game for Travis Kelce, what are you going to remember most about your guy?
I'm not buying it. He'll be back this year.
Is that a promise?
I can't promise you anything about another man, but I don't know. This year was a tricky year for us. I got faith my dog coming back.
Chris, what makes Travis the teammate that he is, and just to the point of your friendship with him, what is it that makes him that way for you?
It's just when you're a granddaddy of a team and you've been here for decades and, came in such a handsome guy and now you got gray hairs and no, I'm just playing with y'all. No, Travis is Travis, man. He's brings a lot of energy, a lot of passion to the game. One of the best tight ends to ever play the game, if not the best tight end to ever play the game. And I have so much respect and love for him. And he has the best cookies. I got to give it to him.
It seems like, he reaches across the room to a lot of guys, but you guys seem to have a special relationship particularly. What's the key to that relationship?
Travis is my hero. Inside joke, he'll understand. But he's my dog. Hopefully this isn't our last year. We have so much more growth to do this year and so much work to do. And I'm looking forward to it.
Do you remember just your first impressions of him when you were a rookie, first coming in, maybe first training camp?
He was just catching everything.
What about personality-wise?
He was dancing to everything also. Dancing and catching everything. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to start dancing. So it's always been a fun, energetic individual who brings the energy, gives the group fire to keep going. So I just prayed this isn't my dog last time.
Chris, you references, but is that kind of unfinished business for everybody on that next year after the final season?
Absolutely. I think this season didn't go as planned. A lot of valuable lessons learned throughout the year, and it's a lot of things we can take from this year and look forward to next year training camp.
Chris, you were highly motivated, obviously, after last season. How will it feel, do you think, going into this offseason? Is it a comparable kind of feeling or a totally different sort of emotion? How you go into the offseason?
I think especially the way this year ended, I'll be even more motivated to get this season started. Just the way this season ended. Been here 10 years, first time being in this position, so definitely a lot of motivation coming on my end, especially finishing the way we did.
To give you there, Michelle came out for a little bit and went into be checked for a concussion, but everything worked out there. He was cleared. So, listen, my hat goes off to the fans for all the support they gave us throughout the season. Easily could have not shown up by some of the performances, but they did a great job, and we appreciate that. Optimistic for the future going forward here. Brett's got the controls from here with the draft, and he and his guys will do a great job there in the draft and as we work through free agency. So, and it was great to get the young guys some play time. If there was a positive to take out of this whole thing, I would tell you that's probably the biggest positive there. Other than that, there were some nice accomplishments. Kelce's 13,000 yards obviously was a major accomplishment there. And then to watch the veterans, Chris Jones come in with a sack, Bolton have all the tackles that he had. Some of these guys, Kelce, he played the entire game really, as did the other guys. So Bucker getting back on track there and having a few field goals. So again, those are all positive things that you can take out. And then seeing some of our young guys step up and make some plays throughout the game. So anyways, with that, time's yours.
With young guys in particular, or Bouchard seemed to have some burst. What do you evaluate him?
Yeah, so I thought he did a nice job for us. I like the way he caught the ball for the most part and ran the ball. It was good to get him in the backfield running from the different spots, offset and from under center, dot runs. So it was positive things. He'll get stronger this offseason, so that's the biggest thing right now.
And with the quarterbacks, obviously you went to Shane. What did you see in him, and what did you see overall with Chris?
Yeah, we told both guys to be ready to go, opportunity to play for both of them. So I thought they both did some good things. There's some things that they can take from it and work on. But there's nothing like live experience in a game, and they both got some. So they can utilize that down the road.
And with Travis, I know you'll figure it's going to be a process, but and you've been through it before with him in the past. Are you going to encourage him to take some time, and how are you going to do that?
We'll just see where it goes. We really haven't gone through that, so we'll see where it all goes from here. Yeah.
And considering expectations and how the season went for you personally, the challenges to get through the season. Can you sort of summarize for you the success that you had during your career, what this season, or what you endured in terms of mentally to get through?
Yeah, sure. Nobody wants a season like this. I mean, that's not what we strive for and work hard for. But there are obstacles that come into play, and you've got to work through those. And there's a learning curve here that you can set with some of the experiences we had for all of us, and then never do it again, right? So that's make a commitment to that as coaches, starting with me and the players, coaches included. Yeah.
Andy, when you mentioned being optimistic right away, what are the things you think of that make you say that right away?
Yeah, so we've got a good nucleus of guys. That's veteran players. They'll be back, and I think that will. You want that foundation, and that's where you start. And then you give Brett, an opportunity to have the draft picks that he has and picking where he's picking. He's going to do a great job there, and then whatever happens, free agent wise, or guys we sign back, wherever that goes, you still have a long way to go to add people and do what you need. So it'll be a fresh start coming up here.
Travis Kelce stood on the edge of the field, the cheers and disappointment of the crowd swirling in the cold air above him, mixing with his own thoughts about what comes next. The scoreboard at Allegiant Stadium glowed with the final numbers. Chiefs 12, Raiders 14, a reminder that the season, one so full of promise, had ended in heartbreak. For Kansas City, for Kelce, and for the millions of fans glued to this story, the end felt abrupt, almost surreal. Yet, as the clock hit 0, Kelce's next chapter began to take shape, not in the stats or post-game analysis, but in a single honest confession. I just love this team. It wasn't just a throwaway line in a post-game interview, but a declaration from a man who has given more than a decade of his life to the city and the sport. The Chiefs' 2025 campaign had been defined by trials, from the untimely injury of Patrick Mahomes to the grueling 6-game losing streak that sealed their fate. Mahomes' torn ACL and subsequent surgery in December cast a long shadow, and while hope flickered with every snap, the reality was a season haunted by what-ifs. Through it all, Kelce had been a constant, gritty, passionate, unyielding, but even legends feel the weight of time. At 36, Kelce's career has been a masterclass in what it means to be elite. Sunday marked a crossroads, not just for the team, but for the man who has so often been their heart and soul. In the locker room, as cameras flashed and reporters jostled for position, Kelce spoke with a candor that made everyone listen. I got so much love for this team, this organization, the people here, he said, his voice thick with emotion. The words landed heavy. This wasn't just about football. It was about legacy, about family, about the appreciation that comes with knowing the ride can't last forever. He talked about exit meetings, about spending time with family, about needing space to figure it all out. The decision to keep playing or step away is never simple for an athlete at the top of his game, and Kelce's uncertainty only added to the intrigue. We'll see. Who knows? He mused, hinting that time might offer clarity he didn't yet have. Last year, after the sting of the Super Bowl defeat, Kelce knew instantly he wanted to return. This time, the answer wouldn't come so quickly or so easily. The 2025 season had started with hope and ended with a lesson in resilience. Kelce admitted that he entered with the right intentions, hungry to prove that the Chiefs could reclaim their place at the top. But football is a game of inches and moments, and sometimes, despite preparation and heart, the ball simply doesn't bounce your way. He acknowledged the frustration, the missed opportunities, the razor-thin margins that separate glory from disappointment. If he returns, he said, it will be with a renewed focus on staying healthy and ready for the moments that matter most. The pressure is immense, the eyes of the world always watching. But for Kelce, it's the chance to lead, to share the field with young players tasting the NFL spotlight for the first time. That still sparks joy. This season, more than any other, he found himself in the role of mentor, guiding rookies through the chaos and excitement, showing them what it means to wear the Chiefs red and gold. The conversation about Kelce's future has dominated headlines, especially as the Chiefs missed the playoffs for the first time in over a decade. Fans debate endlessly. Will he return, or is this the end of an era? Even his brother Jason, himself a recent retiree after a storied career with the Eagles, admitted he doesn't know what Travis will decide. On air, Jason advised patience. Step away, gain perspective, savor the last games with teammates and coaches, because change is inevitable whether Kelce returns or not. The brothers' bond is legendary, their shared journey through the NFL full of respect and rivalry, and now, mutual understanding about the challenges of saying goodbye. As Kelce walked off the field in Las Vegas, the significance of the moment hung in the air. Was this truly the last time Kansas City would see number 87 in action? The answer remains a carefully guarded secret, known only to Kelce, and perhaps not even fully to him. What's certain is that his impact reaches far beyond the stat sheet. He's inspired a city, lifted a franchise, and created moments that will be replayed for generations. His laughter in the locker room, his leadership on the field, his generosity in the community. These are the things that endure. As the offseason begins, the city waits. Some hope for one more season, one more shot at glory. Others quietly prepare to celebrate a career that needs no final win to be considered great. For now, the story remains unfinished, the next chapter unwritten, and all eyes remain on Travis Kelce, the man who made us believe that anything is possible right up until the very last play.